Hello everyone, and welcome to my tips and tricks to the top of the hardcore ladder. This is a trick I found during my playthrough on the hell difficulty on my hardcore wizard, and I hope it serves some help. I'm sure everybody has had some extreme difficulties killing some of the elite mobs on your hardcore character after normal difficulty, so here's like a neat little trick to help you guys defeat some of those ridiculously unstoppable mobs. This item you see here is Superior Bone Harness, and perhaps all plate chests. I haven't really tested it with anything else, but they create a movement impenetrable barrier that most creatures cannot pass through. I'll show examples of ones that do pass through it and other things that can break through this barrier later on in the video, so keep watching. But essentially you are able to range all the elites from the behind the harness, as demonstrated, to effectively kill them with little risk. Some of you may say this is unfair or cheap. Honestly, Mortar and Jailer or whatever else elite mobs are pretty unfair to us squishier classes like Wizard, where we have literally no chance of survival and have to relog to despawn them if anything. So I really hope you guys use this to get rid of some of those mods that would otherwise be unkillable. In addition, if you like the guide and you are looking for more, or perhaps want to watch some Let's Plays of me on my level 54 Hardcore Wizard or my just new beginning Hardcore Monk, please subscribe, like the video, I'd really appreciate it. Now continue watching to see some of the other advantages and disadvantages of using this technique. As you can see here, this technique can even be officially utilized in large hallways by placing the harness near a corner or the wall to create a barrier which creatures will get stuck on. Obviously, as you can see, the other mobs will be able to walk around this. Yeah, you can usually trap the larger, more devastating mobs using this practice.
Need more arcane power.
This is another demonstration showing that creature skills like Mortar and Desecration are still able to pass through the harness. As I've said, this is only a movement impenetrable barrier, so skills will be able to pass through. Although even though the skills are still a threat, it is much safer than if you were to go against these monsters head on. And you can utilize some of the techniques I used here to avoid any risk. So keep watching. This is just another example to show you that you can in fact use this technique on mobs of almost any size and any variety. Here you can see yet another example of a skill that will pass through the harness, as well as more different mob types that you can get behind them. It seems that almost every mob is susceptible to this technique except for a few, which I will show you in the next clip, so stay watching. here's the last demonstration I have, showing that some mobs are actually able to pass through, like this boss monster or mini boss monster here. We got the Warden that is able to pass through this fairly simply, but as you can see, the normal mobs are still trapped behind. So this could still be an effective use of the item if perhaps you're being trained by elite mobs and one of these mini bosses. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps.